good, y'all? It's Football Friday with your boy for show. Yeah, we live in the Lions Den. We'll be back in the studio next week. But for now, we're just gonna do a quick session on this first week in football. Lions took on the 49ers in the first week. They lost. It was some positive signs. They had some early momentum in the game. Defense showed a little fight. Then, of course, the typical Lions moment popped up. Jared Goff gets hit. His arm gets hit. Throws an interception. For pretty much the rest of the game, second half, Lions was digging themselves out of hole. Keep it competitive. Keep the fans in the stands. You know, some of that same old Lions shit. But when you look a little bit deeper into the game, there were some positive signs in the growth with some of our young players that we're trying to develop. First off, we'll talk about Penei Sewell. You know, all training camp, you know, the hype is they drafted this dude, number 7, one of arguably the best left tackles to come out of college. Taylor Decker gets injured a couple days before the 49ers game. Lions move Penei Sewell to left tackle. So usually this will be a huge wake-up call for a rookie in the NFL. He's the youngest left tackle to ever start a game. He's matched up with Bosa for the 49ers. Arguably probably a top 5 defensive end. He pitches a shutout. He holds Bosa no sacks during the game. I think he only let up a couple pressures. I think he was rated as a top 10 left tackle. It's a pretty good rookie debut. Touching on that, man, what the Lions need to do with this Taylor Decker situation, I would trade him. You know, I would try to get a first round, maybe even a second round pick at the least. There's a lot of teams that had some preseason injuries looking for a left tackle. I would put Taylor Decker on the market, man. Let's try to get 3 first round picks going into the 2022 season. You know, that's how you rebuild. That's how you get all these skill positions, man. If you want to take a true right tackle, if you want to take a quarterback, you want to take a wide receiver, you got all those options in play, and you got 3 first rounders. Some other interesting stuff in this game was, of course, the injury to Jeff Okudah. Ruptured Achilles tendon, man. He's done for the year. A lot of hopes for this dude, man. A lot of my boys, man, was really high on him coming out of college. I told a lot of my people, man, this will be a risky pick, you know, in the situation that the Lions was in before they squandered it, like always. Bob Quinn, he trades Darius Slay away. You know, if you're going to take a corner at number 3, you better be a playmaker, and you better put the ball in his hands, like Deion Sanders or somebody, man. You better put him on punt return, kickoff return. You got to get the ball in this guy's hands. So if you're planning for the future and you take a corner at number 3, when you had someone like Darius Slay, you put him at the number 2. You bring him along slowly. That's how you boost his confidence. You let him understand the speed of the game, schemes, and you bring him along slow. Like always, you know, player development for the Lions, man. You throw this guy into the fire. He's getting torched by players, by fans, by the media. Confidence is shot. So the first game of the season, you know, he's going in high expectations. You know, he gives up a couple big plays, man, and then they go to a commercial. Man, his ass is getting cussed out on the sidelines, man. I mean, the coach is in his face like this. And I'm thinking to myself, like, geez, yeah, I mean, this is how you grooming players. You know, a lot of media, a lot of, I think Steve Smith talked on it, man. I mean, that's just a bad look for the Lions. You know, I know players were saying that it was motivational talk and, you know, he was just, you know, trying to get his player, you know, up to speed and, you know, motivated. But, man, when you look at that on TV, CBS, whatever it was, the game was on, man. He in his grill like, hey, you do that dumb shit again, motherfucker, I'll beat your ass. That's how it looked to me. You know what I mean? He was in his grill and then he stood up over him, you know, like, your ass will be out of job. You keep fucking up. So, hey, what happened? A couple plays later, my man giving it all he got. He playing like his job is on the line, you know what I mean? Boom, ruptured Achilles. Now he's done for the season, you know what I mean? But maybe there's a silver lining. I'm starting to see maybe he may need to be safety. We just don't know where this is going to go anymore. This is a whole wasted year. So that's unfortunate, man. Young player that we had a lot of hope for, supposed to be a corner piece in this franchise. So that's going to be a mystery for the next year or so, what they're going to do with Okudah. Some more positive signs in this game was the Lions had 2 running backs with over 100 all-purpose yards in Swift and Williams. So that's encouraging. You know what I mean? The offensive line is showing some progressions and maintaining the line of scrimmage, getting some push. They was able to run the ball. Then you also had T.J. Hockenson. You know, he had, I think, 95 yards, which is great for a tight end. You know, almost 100 yards receiving. So when you're looking at the core of this team, you know, that's basically 3 players with 300 yards, 100 yards apiece. 300 all-purpose yards on offense. It's pretty decent. You could tell we're missing the skill players on the outside. We don't have any speed. Goff is definitely a game manager. A lot of check down. He's not the gunslinger like Stafford. He doesn't force a lot of passes, which gives us a chance to stay in games, you know, which is what football is about, especially when you're the underdog in a lot of situations. You want to keep yourself in a position to maybe win the game in the fourth. So some of those signs was encouraging on the offensive side of the ball. I still think we need to make some moves, get some skilled players, get some speed to back those safeties off the line of scrimmage. On defense, nothing really stood out too much. Defensive line didn't get a lot of pressure when you got Trey Flowers, one of the highest paid defensive ends. You got a veteran linebacker in Jamie Collins. I'm going to be looking to see when this rookie Barnes is going to touch the field, the linebacker out of Purdue. He made some plays in the preseason, you know, on all levels. You know, an interception, a forced fumble, a sack, sideline-to-sideline tackler. So that's going to be some things to keep an eye on in the next few weeks is, are they going to get this guy a few plays on defense? At least 5 to 10 snaps a game, and you gradually work his workload up, you know. I think those are things to look out for. So just in a short, brief, pretty much episode, you know, those are some of my overtakes of this game. Positive signs, still some things that we need to be concerned of, I guess, but first game of the year, you can't be overly concerned. I mean, they are who we thought they're going to be. The Lions picked to maybe only win 5 games. This week we have the Packers on Monday night. You know, the NFL does us no favors on this scheduling. You know, for the Lions to be one of the sorriest teams in the league, every year we're top 5 in strength of schedule. I think this year we're at number 5 again. Toughest schedule in the entire NFL. Second week of the year, we're on the road, Monday Night Football, Aaron Rodgers. So you know how that's gonna go. The Vegas line, I think the Lions are plus 11. You know, so a lot of times my boys are like, man, they lose, man. Lions get their ass whooped, they lose. Man, if you're in FanDuel, if you bet, you know, I mean, a lot of times they cover the spread. I'm not here as a financial advisor. I'm not giving you no betting info, but just things to keep an eye on. You know what I mean? You can ride with these boys. They will get you some bread. You know what I mean? I know sometimes the end result is a loss, but let's keep that in mind. You know what I mean? It's Monday Night Football, the Packers. So once again, next Friday, I'll be in the studio live once again, and man, going crazy. You see him? The little baby Lions is in here going crazy. They're running around. They hyped up. Talking about Monday Night Football. It's the Packers, you know. So, you know, just a little background, extra activity going on, man. I let the damn little kitties come up here. The little Lions, little baby Lions, got to come up here today. I'm in the Lions Den, reporting live. I'm not in the studio, but yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in. Quick little clip, you know what I mean? Just giving y'all the real, you know what I mean? Keeping that shit uncut. You know, we ain't gonna get too discouraged on these boys. Not yet. Not yet. We're gonna be digging in a little bit deeper as the season goes on. So keep tuned in with your boy, GQ, for sure, on these Football Fridays. Next week, we'll be live in the studio. Peace.